of the really fast guys. So there's a lot of room for improvement there. Oh my goodness, a 21 car field. And I'm in the 4 car. Just go out for the warm-up. Probably won't even complete the warm-up lap. But any practice that I can get is better than nothing. So learning how to chain these S's, you want to be on the back side of the corners rather than the front side. You know, I don't know if there is. There are applications, I think, that do that, and there are ways to do it. I personally don't give it too much thought. I'm in the split that I'm in, and it just doesn't affect my strategy that much in the race to know which one it actually is. But I know that there are ways to check. I just don't know what they are. My goodness! All of a sudden, I'm super sloppy again with this with the boot.
Anyone got it? Yeah, got you last there.
All right. Like some of that better. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sometimes I'm curious. With the iRating that I've got now, usually when I'm running these fixed races that usually only split twice, I'm in the top of those 2 splits, so it doesn't much matter. When I get into NIS fixed in the regular season there, I'll usually be 2nd or 3rd split. Although if you get big splits at Daytona and Talladega, then sometimes those can be a little bit different. Don't want to kill the tires here on this warm-up lap. Yeah, see, I don't like first gear for turn 6. Kind of necessary for these corners back here. Turn 6, I don't feel like it helps me. I'm sure it would if I knew what I was doing. Is just to rocket up off those corners. Losing time through the back section. Something fierce. All right, here we go. Now it's actually time to turn it on and try to set a time. What's up, gasometers? How's it going? Oh, geez.
1 and 2 turn here on the first lap.
Missed my shift. So this is already off to a bad start. Pulled it out, though. Messed up the S's. So that's cost me 4 tenths. 4 tenths before I get to the braking zone for the inner loop. Inner loop was also another 10th slower than my optimal. But I gained time there. And I'm going to give it all back. Nope. Managed to hold it together. Gave it all back in that corner, though. Still got a decent time. By decent, I mean better actual lap time than I've gotten here yet, if I can bring this thing around. 3 more corners. Now it's just 10 and 11. Eight tenths off of my best lap time, or my optimal.
2 minutes 0.68.
So that is definitely my best lap ever. Let's see if we can go on the second lap, go even faster. Messed up the, yeah, 2 seconds quicker than yesterday, so the lap times have been coming down, but I'm still missing a lot of time versus the guys who are pretty quick here, as it's going to show with my currently 9th place starting spot. The quick guys are running 55s. Missed the apex on that. Turn 7 right there. Seven tenths off the optimal. Lost another half tenth there. And I always mess up 11, it seems like. That is a tricky, deceptive corner.
Check your flag.
Decent there. That's kind of how the S's need to feel, I think, which is just fast and a little bit on edge. Whoops. Embarrassing. You think that brake pies could give me 2 seconds? Possible. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. 2 minutes, 0.68. 2 tenths on a sure. Yeah, I mean, I could do it. I don't want to mess with it right now before the race without practicing with it. Although I can always throw it back. Look at Don Stephenson now throwing up a 55. All these guys in the 59s and the 58s. But at least I'm not the slowest out there. Yeah, exactly. I would really need to practice with it, and that's kind of why I just leave everything in the default settings. Is I just get comfortable with the defaults, because I don't tend to have a lot of practice time.
Right side on the restart. Pits are closed.
Okay. Use that. Bumped my laptop mouse and messed up my view over there. Alright guys, good luck. Let's have a good race here. I'm starting in 11th. Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nicholas. Man, I have no idea how these guys are running the 55s.
Yeah, that boggles my mind.
What's up, Dirk Racket? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I know that I'm slow on the road courses, but what's up, Josh 22? Oh, nice. Are you in? You were in the Auto Club race in number 11, right? That was a cool looking Budweiser. What was that? Terry Labonte, Darrell Waltrip retro scheme there. Pretty good looking car. Oh, what's up, Josh? There you are. So you're number 11 in this race. Where are you starting? There you are. Oh, you're back in the 17th. Guess you didn't get a qual lap. Well, good luck to you, man. Keep it clean, and let's have a good race. Should be, here we go. We should be rolling momentarily. Yeah, pedals help a lot. I've got the Fanatec V3s now, and they do make a difference. I would love a 0X. Yusuf, teach me how to 0X Watkins Glen. I need to know. Yeah, it hasn't been the best track to do that.
I'm just trying not to kill myself.
I mean, I think I'm capable of doing the 0X at this track, but I don't know.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 13.
It shouldn't be an issue. I'm saving under the pace lap just to make sure it isn't, but it hasn't been an issue so far.
I know in yesterday's race I thought it was going to be, so I was saving a ton. And I actually ended up being over a lap to the good. So, I mean, I don't know how much you need to save or whatnot, but probably doesn't hurt just to ease your mind.
Well, I'm just clutching it around under the pace lap. That'll save a little bit right there.
My brother was leading a race by 30 seconds yesterday and was too hard on the gas and definitely ran out of fuel. He smoked everybody and then ended up in third because he had to stop and get gas.
Line up behind.
That sucks. How short was he?
One lap. But I mean, he's fast, man. He's consistently one of the fastest drivers on here. He's got a 6,000 I rating in road, and on road courses, he just absolutely smokes everyone.
That's cool, man. You should, have you had him teach you a few tricks?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this is oval, so my I rating sucks, but my road I rating's pretty awesome.
Gotcha. So both of you primarily run road then?
Yeah, we run shifter carts in real life and a couple other things. I've raced ITA Volkswagens in the past and done a few things, so we both got our hands on the track.
Gotcha. Well, welcome to the oval side. Hope to see you out in a few of the oval races if you decide to join us for some of those later on in the season.
My oval iRating was pretty good. I was up at 2,500 or so, and then I, before they separated the licenses, I did a few dirt races and literally lost 1,000 points in like 4 days.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You're going to be lining up behind the 13.
Nah, normally that's where I sit. I'm Class B, 23 to 2,500, and that's about it.
You'll be lining up behind the 13.
But right now, I think I'm at 17 or 18.
Yeah, mine's been hovering around 3,000 for a while.
Did a really good job, man. Give yourself another tug real quick.
Dude, it's hard to get it above there. Even my brother's a good oval racer, and I think his is only 3,100.
Face cars off, bud. Be ready. Green flag.
Ooh, a little bit messy start, but I was able to take advantage of it. There, the brake marker.
Clear. On your left. Still there.
Oh, jeez.
You're
All clear.
Sorry, 13, man. I did not mean to do that.
Left side. Clear, clear, clear.
I'll get back to you. I'll do the same thing to you.
Dude, I didn't mean to get into you, man. I had someone else dive and I was watching my mirror. I didn't mean to get into you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I was trying to get on the mic and tell you sorry, Tyler. That was my fault. I'm just trying to get out of the way right now. No, that's what I was trying to do. My spotter was on a delay, and it told me. I was wondering. I'm looking out my mirrors and monitors, looking for.
That was bad. Subweber's Racing. That was bad for the 13. I really feel bad about that one.
In the grass, but I couldn't see. Yeah, you're fine, man. I'm having.
That was such a ragged start.
Trying to get you back.
I mean, look at the 14 went all the way from 18th up to 12th, I think that he's in, 10th maybe.
First lap. Really?
This has been a ragged start, and I already threw away my.
Dude.
I already threw away my 0X. I need to make it clean the rest of the way.
Are you guys down in the first down in each corner?
7, 8, and 9.
Thank you.
And 1. I do 1 in first 2. I think some of the really fast guys do 6 in first as well, but I was trying it in practice. It's slower for me.
2 minutes 13.295.
All right. Hopefully the 13 was able to recover and didn't get hurt too badly from that first corner incident.
I can already tell I'm just going to burn up my rear.
Yeah, it's easy to do that. These things have a lot of power. All right, here we go. Cruising it, cruising it.
Treat the gas over like an egg.
Oh.
Comfortable.
There's that turn 6, the bane of my existence right there. 7, also not always my friend. 14 car is making some work. He started in 18th spot, I believe. He's already up to 8th place. Got an off track. I need to not do any more of those incident points. This is a long race. And if I finish with a 3X like I am right now, I will gain some safety rating. But in 2 laps to already have 3 points against me is not That's not a good way to be starting things out.
2 minutes 1.248.
All right. Six-tenths off of this 21 car.
Smack the wall there, 20.
Gaining on him. Gonna try to put a move on him at some point here.
See what the heck is going on, man. I love running 6 inches off fenders and walls. Can't do it otherwise. Amen to that. Yeah, dude, I don't know who the heck would be out here running on one monitor, man. 3 monitors for like $50 off the
Clear.
There we go.
You could run
Got
like
that
a
pass
400
made.
series graphic card and support.
So I'm in 10th.
I'm only doing one screen.
Same here.
Yep, me too. We definitely have
All right, here we go.
That's all
Saying don't dip the clutch because it uses fuel. Is it better to drop it into neutral? That's usually what my fuel saving method is under your yellow.
Disconcerting when you can watch everybody drift into you, but it sure does help being able to avoid.
All right. So let's see, the 8 car, that's a possible spot to gain.
1.679. Look forward, get some more.
And maybe the 14. And then, obviously, you know, if other people have issues, I could gain from all those. That was, flip the brake out of force. I have it there in the S's. That's not what I like to do. There. Mental mistake.
Yeah, I drove on one for a couple of years. It's not that hard. It's just making sure that other people don't hit you. That's my main reason for running 3.
Yeah, I really want to upgrade to 3 myself.
Dude, just get like a GTX 580. They're like $40 on Amazon. And grab 3 cheap 19 inches off of Craigslist. $15.
All right. Shifted it.
I think I literally got like $110 including the sand in my free setup.
Just running with these guys, not trying to push the issue. They're not holding me up any. And I don't think I'm holding up the guys behind me either. We've got a nice little pack here, so unlike some of the other races, if things stay like this, I'm not going to be just flying solo like I've been on some of the other streams. We shall see, though. At least I'm managing to avoid incident points on these last couple laps.
2.026.
The S's always make me nervous because that's the one section of the track where if you throw it off there, it's guardrail and your race is done. Pretty much everywhere else, even if you get off, you're going to be able to recover and not have the car just completely destroyed.
Keep going. Right side. Clear.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I got
scared for all three of us. We got sending them out the door out the ground.
Yeah, I barely slipped by him too.
All good. We didn't touch. It was just butt punching.
Very, very tight butt punching.
All right, here we go. That was Yusuf. He said he was doing 0X races here. Guess not this one. Thomas, the road course ringer, has fallen out as well. All right. So Jonathan Taylor's pulled away. I think he must have really messed up his qualifying lap because he's been faster than guys that he out-qualified ever since the drop of the green.
Still there. Clear if you need it.
Ooh, okay. I'll let you through there, Josh. That was a nice pass. Still running 10th. I mean, you're the least popular guy in Stream Chat now, but it was a nice pass. All right, here we go.
Thank you, Ethan.
Josh is just trying to get TV time. We know it. We know what his bag is there. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like to shift down into second or into first on that turn. It seems to hurt me more than helping me because I can't get the power down the way that I could with the second gear. Oof. All right. Off turn 9. The 8 was having issues there. Landon having a little issue off 9. Josh to the inside of him on 10. That's going to be the outside in 11. Making the crossover. Oh, here comes the 13. I know he's mad at me. If the 13 catches me, I'm just going to let him right through.
Thank you.
Hopefully he doesn't. But if he does, I'll give him the spot back. I didn't mean to turn him, and I don't like taking spots that way either. Looks like he's properly faster. Nothing like anger to motivate you. Hey, bastard man. Oh, geez. You guys are having fun in chat for sure. Welcome, guys. Sorry, I'm focusing pretty good, so I'm not going to be able to watch, be able to respond too quickly, but glad to see some activity over there. Down second, first. All right. Second, first again. Come on. Really not trying to do too much right now, just trying to keep it clean and hold my position and log laps. learn the track and see where I can get faster. I'm no road course ace by any means. Seems like I could maybe get past this 8 car though, which would be good, and get back. You know, if I can get past the 8, maybe I can run Josh back down.
2:02.559.
Running 2:02s in the race, that's not too bad. Lap 8. This is where I need to get better. I just see the 8 wiggling there. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I really don't want to. Yeah. That makes sense. So I need to get a little bit earlier on the throttle before in turn 11. Alright. Which I really need that to set myself up for the passing opportunity. Now I'm right on his bumper. Looks like the 13 fell off again. That's a relief. I would really rather not see him for the rest of the race. Just because he's mad at me. Nothing against him, but I know that I've probably got one coming to me if he gets to my bumper in this one, so I would prefer to not see him until after he's cooled off a little bit. Alright. Decent set of corners. Managed to pull away from the guys who were right behind me.
Minute 1.65.
Need to use the gears better to brake. That was a mistake on my part there. Have to use the gears for and the engine to slow your car down going down that hill into 1. Alright. It's really bouncing. It'd be fun to watch the replay and see what I look like going through the interloop. Bet that one was interesting. Washed out a little bit there in 6. Back to it. Turn 7. Turn 7, I think I'm cutting it too early. I need to be running it wider and getting a better exit. First gear. Yeah, turn 11 is just tricky. Turning the car.
Minute 2.713.
Brian, which corner am I turning the car too much? Is it through the S's? I know that corner, the middle part of the S's, I feel like I'm not getting to the power quite right, and I'm messing it up. Okay. So was that felt better. And then I'm talking, And I messed up everything there. That was a big lockup. Sorry, 8. I messed my shift point up and just screwed that up completely.
I mean, when I saw the tires get it, smoking get it, big too hot, I was go.
Yeah, I think I got big old flat spots on both fronts now. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I can probably get this guy and start working on the 11 if I can just string my lap together. Less wheel turning, okay. Minimal steering wheel input. Let's try this again. So
2 minutes 3.97.
pick it up. There's the link to the YouTube channel. I believe that MooBot just popped up in there. So if you haven't done so already, please do go over there and subscribe. Now that I've hit 100 followers on Twitch, the next goal is to get 100 subscribers over there on YouTube. Down to second gear. Boom. Chain the inner loop together. I know I messed up the S-curves again. This is more the line that I want through 7 here. Yeah, I'm definitely less sloppy on this lap than I was on the previous one. The previous one was just a mess all around. And it is translating into better time. Not only gaining on the 8, but I'm also gaining a little bit on the 11. Little slip there, that kind of cost me. Although he had a slip too, it looked like.
2 minutes 1.504.
All right. Up there. Better. .201. Did I run a 201 in the race on old tires? That's pretty impressive, actually. All right. Boom. Loose. Getting a 201.5 at this stage of the race is actually pretty darn good for how I've been running, since my optimal lap is a 1:59.8, I think, and my best lap is a 2:06. So a 2:01.5 on worn tires, tires that have 11 laps on them, is pretty. That's pretty good. I'm staying right with this 8 car. 21's closing back in a little bit. And the 13 is creeping his way back into the picture too. So I might still have to contend with him before this race is over. Messed up there. Okay.
2 minutes 2.
That makes sense. Too sharp on the exit of the hairpin. Messed up. I know, flat through here. Lost time there, though. There's turn 5. Up to turn 6, down to second again. It's back-to-back carousel corners. It's really interesting. Uh-oh.
Middle of the track. Keep coming.
That's one way to pass him. Yep, too much gas there. Too much gas, too much wheel. I need to be unwinding that corner better, though, for sure. All right. Josh is like 8 seconds out in front of me now. But now that I'm clear of the 8, maybe I can use that clear racetrack and start running them down. Keep the 21 and the 13 behind me.
2
Break.
3 0 3.
Okay. Turn 8 and 9 going for the inside side of the apex too early. Yep, probably. I believe you on that one for sure, so I'll try to apex those a little bit later. A little bit smoother through here, can't hurt anything. Alright. First gear. Still probably apexing too early in 7, maybe. Maybe not. That felt pretty good. Bumpy ride. Okay. Lost a little bit of time through turn 9, so I think I see what you're saying, that I'm apexing 9 too early, but turn 8 I think was better that time. Messed up turns 10 and 11. Gave up some of the time that I had gained on Josh back.
2 minutes
But
3.3.
little wheel hop there. That felt better through the S's. I don't know if that's quicker or not, but that felt pretty good. Gonna have to remember how to do that next time. Delayed my entry a little bit on turn 3, and that seemed to connect it all better. Josh seems to have been sticking it pretty well too, though, because he's pulling away from me. Down into second. Ah, run wide. Cool, yeah. That felt decent through 7. Braking zone again. Second, first. I think I'm just overall too slow in that turn. That was a little bit wide. Now it's turn 10 and turn 11. These are both second gear corners, so no shifting. Hands on the wheel and just try to connect it. Yep. Yeah. I lost about a half second there to the guy that I'm chasing. That is a lot of time.
7, 10 to go.
Lost about a second on that lap overall. Too much wheel. Really messed up the S's that time. And yeah, now the 21 has run me down, and I've got the 13 behind him. 10 laps to go. So I got to start chaining some things together a little bit better again if I want to keep those two at bay. Again, as I said, if the 13 catches me, I will let him by. That would be the gentlemanly thing to do, since I totally beefed him on corner 1. Held things steady through the rest of the lap, though. Lost a bunch of time again, turn 9. Let's see if turn 10 and turn 11. Yep, getting back to the gas. It's like you said, I'm getting back to the gas too late.
2 minutes 2.98.
Backside all of these S turns. Much smoother there. Josh is just gone. He's apparently figured out something. I think he's running faster rather than me running slower there. Yeah, because I ran a 2:02.9 and I'm still losing ground to him. I think he's also picked up some time. Now the question is, can he hold that pace? Maybe not. Let's see what this lap time can be. Yeah, I know. They're helping me out with their own battling.
Thank you.
Now I got a lap car that I'm gaining on. I don't know if I'm going to catch him before the end of the race. 8 laps to go. Yeah, bless their hearts, exactly.
2 minutes.
I do appreciate
593.
help in any form that it comes in. Third gear. Fourth. Just blasting it right now.
Don't make me have to do that next time. Every time someone's a second and a half faster a lap, then let them go when they get lead.
13 is next car behind me again. I hope he doesn't catch me on the last lap, because I feel like if he catches me on the last lap, I might actually have to race him for it. He's definitely been the quicker driver over the course of the race, but I've made less mistakes than he has. That's the only reason I'm in front of him. Well, the only reason I'm in front of him is because I biffed him on the start, but the only reason he hasn't caught me is because he's been making more mistakes than I have. So here we go.
Minute 4.306.
That's a 2:04. That was just a slow lap for me. Wasn't that I was making mistakes or getting overly aggressive. It was just slow overall. It was under aggressive. Much wheel. It's down to 1.3. If I don't start pouring it on, and again, he will catch me, so here we go. Shooting the inner loop correctly. And I think that through this section it's best to not shift up into third gear. Kind of keeps me in line better. All right, up to third. Now it's braking time again. Second, first. Whew. It is a lot of work driving this track, I gotta say. All right. 6 laps to go.
Minute 3.382.
and braking. He's caught me. Now he's getting too aggressive and he slid wide. Now I'm sliding wide. Oh, and he's off track again. That poor guy, man. All he wants to do is get back by me, get back to my bumper after I turned him in one. And he just keeps making mistakes. That might have been the last one. We'll see. Oh, he's done. Did he? I wonder if he DQ'd himself on incident points. My goodness, that wheel spin. Might make for a fairly tame finish here. This thing really is quite the endurance race. No, it's not really, but it is a
2 minutes 4.6.
decent number of laps. 5 to go now. Josh has completely left me behind and has even gone up and past the 9. I wouldn't mind getting that 9 car myself if he has a few more mistakes left in him. I just need to string together these last few laps clean and bring home a 9th place finish, which will probably be my best point result so far at the Glen this week. Slid way wide there. 7. Look at Landon in the 8 has made his way back after he had his spin to get back up to fight for the 10th spot with these guys.
You people really don't know how to race, do you?
Uh-oh. That's too bad. Not sure what happened back there.
Well, I just G'd over people on this rain that I'm pretty damn pretty.
Alright.
2 minutes 3.
Well, you just kind of outright stuff trying to get in front of me there, how that works.
Keep after, brother. Get close to pit. Keep after it.
I hope I don't have to pit. Nah, I should be good. That was the wrong time to check that, if I'm being honest. Okay, now straight away. Yeah, I've got plenty of fuel left. Not that it really matters. Pretty well made my bet at this point. That was not a good corner there. Yeah, I agree. Probably should count as road, but it counts towards oval. Which makes sense, it's in the oval series. Alright. .6 seconds with 3 laps to go.
2:04.
So a little bit of excitement for you guys as things go down because Landon's managed to run me down. Not the kind of excitement that I wanted, but let's see. I just really need to string my sections together here.
Two more laps, 2 more hard ones, man.
Wonder if that was Josh getting a little bit loose. It's the leader getting 2 to go. So that tells you how close he is to lapping me. That's another way that I can measure how I'm doing better is that I was lapped on the final lap in the last race. I was lapped well before that in the first race. This one, assuming I don't make any mistakes in these last couple laps, I will finish on the lead lap. Which is good. It's like Landon threw it away, so that kind of did it for the exciting finish that we were looking at. Which is fine by me. 2 laps to go is this time by. I know that Robert now is thinking, come on, come on. 2 seconds a lap and I can catch that 4 car. And I am just trying to hold together, not make any mistakes. And make it so that he doesn't get an easy shot at that 2 seconds a lap. Okay. Here's the leader getting the white. Get through the inner loop there. Carousel. Dropped it down in the first that time just because I felt the revs were low enough to do it. Getting the, I feel like I'm getting the exits on some of those corners that I do in first gear. Feels a bit smoother. Although I don't know if that's because I'm doing it too gradually. Possible because it seems like I'm losing time through this whole section to the guy behind me. Yeah, maybe not. Landon got back by Robert. He was thinking if only I had a couple more laps I could maybe catch that 4 car. But nope. This is the white flag. Just got to bring it around clean one more time.
4.488.
Another 2:04 will be just fine, thank you. That'll be enough to Bring it home in 9th place. Up to 3rd.
Pit if you can, pit if you can.
Good win there, Andrew. Great race pace there.
All right. I would have thought Don would have won that, given where he qualified, but I was wrong. Don, Andy Telgenhoff says hi. I probably butchered your name, Andy. I'm sorry. First gear, second gear.
Wow, great race.
Oh.
That was fun.
All right.
Yeah, good race.
That's where I've been. That's one of those examples of cutting that corner too early. Landon's been
Good racing, Harry.
coming like a bull.
I'd say it's
And I think he's running a Red Bull car, so that's fitting there. I did end up losing 2 seconds to him on this final lap, I think.
John, I think I could have got you.
But since
I
I-
pop-up update came up on my computer with 3 laps to go going into the first.
Yeah, man, I saw you coming. I knew that you were faster. I was just trying to keep it clean and hold it together there. Good race.
Well done, my friend. Well done.
I want to pass for 5 seconds. All
right. Yeah, this session's an hour of racing. It's pretty good length of session. So, hoo-wee, 9th place. And that was a workout, man. Gonna bring it back around and put it in the pit lane. Yeah, Josh, all my races go to YouTube after the Twitch stream. Usually they're up within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours after the stream finishes.
We need you to hold up just a second.
Hey, John. There was one dude, I think it was an 18 car, after I spun out and got back going. I got to him and I about wrecked him 3 times in 2 laps. Because I'd get to him and he'd just like jam on the brakes out the center of the corner. And if I wouldn't have hit the brakes and went to the grass and ran in the back of him one time, I'd have wrecked both of them twice.
That sucks.
I mean, I can understand not wanting to give up a position, but when somebody catches you from 6 seconds back in 2 laps, I mean, they're obviously fast.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Looks like I've encountered a little bit of a bug here where the slowdown isn't clearing on the cooldown lap. Oh well. Just gonna bring it back around and put it in the pits.
But you can't teach people.
Yeah, I've still got a lot to learn in this road course racing. Had a couple guys coaching me in Twitch chat that were helping me out there, so I just got to keep working at it.
I've been running a lot of road series, and me and one of my friends got together doing the Clark County endurance races. So I'm starting to get pretty decent on road.
Yeah, for sure, man. You were definitely faster than me in terms of raw speed. I just ended up making less mistakes in that race.
What can he uses, and we'll try to get way harder. We are putting gas in the pit road. Ron, did you copy me on the weight?
All right. Cool. So that's the stream.
But I lost a lot of time getting back going whenever I spun out. I lost like 15 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that was a...
Caught the tires up and slid the heck out of them. So.
Let me go back and...
Because I hadn't pushed at all whenever you were right there behind me. I wasn't pushing, I was just saving fuel. And then I'd put that 30 and start pushing the next lap. Try to get catch and go.
So there I go. I'm inside the 13, and I can understand why he would be upset with me for that, because I mean, I'm watching my rearview mirror. I'm seeing the 7 dive bomb on me, so I'm trying to avoid that, and then I went over the curb and hooked the 13, so that's totally my fault. So if you end up watching this video, Grayson, I'm sorry, man. I take 100% of the responsibility there. That is completely my fault. But yeah, ended up putting a clean race together, and that'll definitely help the safety rating for sure. I keep trying to get this screenshot, and then I keep forgetting to actually save it to a file. So there we go. That looks pretty cool. Josh, I got your car in the background there. Let me catch up a little bit on what was going on in chat. Brian, thank you so much for the coaching. Turning the car too much section where it should be flat and scrubbing the tire. Yeah. So yeah, it's tricky, but I appreciate the coaching. I will get better as I continue doing it. Looks like I've got some new followers to thank. So Josh C22C, thank you for the follow. Bastermind, thank you for the follow, and It's Me CSV, thank you guys for the follow. I appreciate it. And that's it for tonight. Just gonna save the replay and take a look. But thank you guys for the follows, much appreciated. Please do hop over to YouTube and get me a subscribe over there as well. That's where I got the full race archive, so you can get all my action there. Just going to take a look at the results from these 2 races, see what the points look like. Should have gotten some improvement on safety rating with those 2 finishes. Yeah, back up to a 255 and up to a 3099 iRating. So there we go, 86 points now for Watkins Glen. So those finishes continue to improve. Gained 0.16 iRating and lost 1, or 0.16 SR, lost 1 iRating. So that was pretty good. Good job, Andrew, on winning that thing. And that'll do it. Thank you much. Again, shoot me a follow on Twitch if you haven't already. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you much. Peace out.